Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order. We've got Thundurus here. Sorry if I sound a little bit disappointed right now, but I'll tell you why in a little bit. Currently, we're here at our Pokemon White playthrough. Near the end of it, we have Thundurus here, our roaming legendary, at 1 HP and sleep, so we have the best possible chance to catch it. I'm not going to waste any more breath. We're going to throw this ball, see what happens. There we go. The reason I am a little bit disappointed, not so much now though, is because that was our 6th attempt in this little recording session to try to capture this Pokemon. Not just that, it was a matter of, I think this game has a glitch to it where I'm on the route where there's rain, okay? I encounter 5 wild Pokemon that are not Thundurus. I know you're not guaranteed to find it, but then, after that 5th encounter, the rain's gone. Now, I know they can move on, but if I go back into the booth and come back out to this route, Thundurus, the rain is back. So it's like, does it glitch out and not show the rain that Thundurus is still there? Does it actually have Thundurus on a route where there is no rain? I don't know. Anyway, that's accomplished. Thundurus, the Bolt Strike Pokemon. The spikes on its tail discharge immense bolts of lightning. It flies around the Unova region, firing off lightning bolts. Yes, it does. Do I want to nickname it? I can think of a couple of nicknames to give it, but we're going to actually leave it as Thundurus. To the box you go, never to be seen again. And that's that. Anyways, let's officially welcome you back, a more proper way, to our Pokemon White version playthrough. With the capture of Thundurus, we're going to head on back to the only real major thing left to do is the Pokemon League rematch. We have not battled Alder, and I'd like to see what he's like in battle, because tell you the truth, I don't even remember doing it back in my original Pokemon White playthrough when I first went through the game, so I have no clue what he's got. There are other things that we could do. There is a Challenger's Cave. Where is it? Challenger's Cave. There's that, where only the champion, or I guess only after beating the Elite Four can you go through here, but I don't really think there's much to do in there. Sailor Pika had informed me that the Abyssal Ruins only has plates and Bruce Wayne's lost coins down there, so it's like, is there really enough content to do that? So, not that I'm aware of. As far as I can tell, the only real thing left for us to do is go after the Pokemon League rematch. Now, Sailor Pika did inform me that apparently we're going to be looking at level 70s, around there or so. So we're going to prepare properly. I'm actually going to switch out Kyurem, though, because I think, Kyurem's had its moment to shine. It helped us take down Cynthia, but I want to bring one of my more traditional Pokemon back, and I have chosen the Pokemon known as Rocky. And just to make things a little more official and accurate here, we're going to update the layout accordingly. There we go. Rocky is with our team right here. Alright, so let's do a team recap before heading on into the Pokemon League and hope we can do fine. Do I have revives? Of course, long ago, we gave up on the Nuzlocke rules for this because I want to have a more, let's call it enjoyable, a more enjoyable attempt going through here. I do have revives. I've got 20. That's probably fine, I hope, maybe. So let's start off with our team recap and see who's going to take down Alder to claim championship over this region. First up is Rocky, our Sandslash at level 65. He is naive in nature. He's impetuous and silly, the little rascal. He has the ability Sand Veil. The moves are Dig, Rock Slide, Slash, and Seismic Toss. Next up is our Dragon Slayer of the Johto region, Fluffy our Clefable at level 66. She is sassy. She's holding the Quick Claw, actually. Oh, I gotta give held items to the Pokemon, too. She has Cute Charm for the ability, and we've got Ice Beam, Metronome, Sing, and Moonlight. Next is our Blastoise Sheldon at level 67 from Kanto. He has a Calm nature. He has the ability Torrent, and we've got Water Pulse, Dive, Waterfall, and Surf. That's right. I want to replace some of those moves, but they're all, except for Water Pulse, they're all HMs. Do I really want to fly back to Icarus City? I really kind of do. So we'll do that before going into the Elite Four. Anyway, next up is Sprout, our Venusaur, level 67, the MVP of the Sinnoh region. He is a relaxed-natured Pokemon with Overgrow ability. He's got Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Toxic, and Leech Seed for the attacks. Next is our level 67 Machamp, also from Kanto. Adamant Nature, which is awesome. Drops the special attack step, but boosts the physical attack. He has Guts ability. He's got Vital Throw, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Payback. Recently could be seen in our latest Pokemon Ultra Sun Wi-Fi battle session, just this past weekend. Last but not least is Blaze the Charizard at level 68. He is quirky in nature. He has the Blaze ability, and he's got Flamethrower, Air Slash, Dragon Pulse, and Solar Beam. So for the time being, we're not going to change the layout. I am going to grab Kyurem once again because I got to get Fly back on the team because I got to get Sheldon a better moveset. Let's go right here and pop in to the old PC once again. So I'm kind of mixed reactions here. I'm kind of happy that there was all that snow yesterday. If you guys were here for the live stream, I was telling you how once we finished our live stream, I had to go out and shovel our driveway out so we can get the car out of there. And okay. For those of you that don't get a lot of snow, you might not be aware of just how bad it can be sometimes. Like, I survived is the important thing. Is it Mistralton City? It is. Wait, there's the move Tutor. But the move Deleter, I think, is here. Move Family's House, there we go. But it was we had snow throughout the day, but it mixed to not even freezing rain. It was actually really nice, wet, like nice temperature-wise, but it was raining quite a bit. Hey, speak of the devil. So it mixes with the snow, it makes it really heavy slush, and it was quite a bit of slush to get out of there. So I put a lot of work into it, and by the time I was done, I thought I'm too tired to record a Pokemon White tonight. I'm gonna have to let it go for the day, but I was gonna do a live stream tonight to make up for it, so stay tuned for that later on. And as it turns out, the silver lining is that the weather was so bad, it actually canceled my classes for the day. In fact, it canceled, not Kyurem, whoops, it canceled the buses for me to get around town up until I think around 11 o'clock or so. So I wouldn't even be able to make it to class on time. But they did cancel it because the weather conditions are bad. There's flooding going on. There's, from what I read on Twitter, there's like abandoned cars just left by the side of the road in some places. It's kind of crazy what's happening. We're in the apocalyptic times here. But, I mean, it's not all bad. I got a day off from school, so I could actually record this Pokemon White for the day. Alright, let's forget another couple of HMs. Do I want to keep Surf? I mean, I could just teach them back after. I'm going to get rid of all the HMs, and then I'll check what I got for TMs, and let Sheldon learn those, and go on from there. But I might want to head back to see the move tutor first. I think I should have at least a heart scale. I should check how many heart scales I have first, before wasting everybody's time even more so. Alright, what's a surf? I don't know. My Hariyama knows, of course. Alright, check the bag. Let's find our heart scales. Where would they be about? Wouldn't be a held item, I don't think. So let's scroll further down. If I miss a heart scale, I apologize. Look at all these held items. I gotta give some stuff to them. We have 4 heart scales. Excellent. Plenty of heart scales to teach back some attacks to Sheldon, and I think Flash Cannon might be one we could give him. Let us fly on back to Driftvale City. Drift on down this way. And get the show on the road. So, our Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battle session for the Ralts prizes that we were giving away. And we didn't give away every one, of course. Actually, I have mixed things up a little bit in the sense that... Oh, wait. Is the actual move tutor to restore moves... I think it's still back in Mistralton, unless I'm mistaken. We're going to waste time. We're going to head back there. And if I'm wrong, we're coming back to Driftvale City. But... what I've done to mix things up, make it a little bit more challenging, make the prizes a little bit more on the rare side, I actually prepare a Pokemon of my own from the prize pool to battle. And if you guys can overcome that Pokemon and the rest of the team, then you can get the prize Pokemon. So, I might have over-prepared. Might have overdone it, because Sheldon's going to get a move, but Chuck, my Gallade, I lost like 2 matches, we fought like 7 or 8, so... I did pretty good with Chuck, but we did give out a bunch of, I call them, consolation prizes, Weedle. Yeah, that's right, people got some Weedle, but they're all bred for max attack, like max stats except for special attack, and they have, I think it's Jolly Nature, which increases speed, dropping special attack. And those are going to be some pretty decent Mega Beedrill for everybody, so I want to see Mega Beedrill coming back on our next battle sessions if you folks are up for that. What else can we teach you from what you can learn naturally? Nothing really good. So we're going to go with some TMs instead. Let's see what we can give to Sheldon. Ice Beam would be a good one. We did pick that up, from what I recall. Let's find Ice Beam. There it is. That's going to be decent for some type coverage. And I should actually take a look what his better offensive stat is. So if I could teach him, like, Earthquake, that might be not bad. Actually, I think if he's balanced, we'll do... Special attack is higher. He does have an attack drop in nature. wonder what other special move we could give him. Actually, what am I thinking? I got the perfect move to give him. I'm going to double up on water-type moves, but whenever you have a water-type Pokemon, there is one water move you should think of right off the bat, without any question. Nope. Scald. Nope. Scald. There we go. That is such a good move. I believe it has like a 30% chance, or basically a 1 in 3 chance of causing a burn on the target, which is good, lowering the attack stat and getting that chip damage every turn. And it's reliable, it's fully accurate. It's almost OP how good Scald can be. Alright, so we have our Pokemon ready to go. Should I do another team recap to show you Sheldon? Nope, because you already saw the moves right there. Alright, so we still have about half of the episode left to go. It's about 15 minutes. We should be able to burn, no pun intended, with Scald and Flamethrower, through the Elite Four and claim victory as champion. Let's get Rocky back on the team here, however. Alright, Rocky, come on in, taking Kirum's place once again. And let's get this show on the road. I'm having fun right now going into the Elite Four because in previous, previous challenges, it's always had the Nuzlocke feel to it, and I'm just like, I don't want to lose anyone. What do I do? But I'm actually feeling pretty relaxed, pretty confident about this. Let's just go in order. We'll go in clockwise order, starting at, would this be the 9 o'clock kind of thing? You're talking, what's those terms? Like when you're driving around, or when you're even flying, bogey at 6 o'clock high. That means he's behind you above. Look out. Do a barrel roll. You'll be fine. So we have a Ghost Trainer. Who's the best lead against Ghosts? I'm just going to leave with Rocky. Why not? I can switch him out if need be. Alright, Chantal, let's go. This world doesn't exist just for you, and I'll tell you why. That was part of a novel I wrote. I absolutely love writing about the close bond between the trainers who come here and the Pokemon they train. I think she said that last time. We don't need to repeat what they're saying. Alright, the rematches begin. So let's see what levels we're looking at. So Pika did inform me it's going to be about the 70s. Hit the microphone for a second, just for good measure. 71. Alright. Not terribly bad. We are under-leveled, but we've got the power of right on our side. That's how it works, right? Okay. I was going to say, I don't want to physically touch this thing. It's going to hit us with the mummy ability. But even if it does it really matter? It's got Energy Ball. Oh, lovely. It's going to be a fun battle. Well, the beginning is important. Yeah, be quiet. So, you're going to go Energy Ball. We're switching to our big guns. Blaze, come on in. What's it going to do to Blaze? Really? Nothing? Exactly. It's probably going to do something. Shadow Ball could be a thing. It's going to predict the switch. Yep. We're going to have fun with this. I'm not grinding for the Elite Four, by the way. We're just going to take them down. If we win, awesome. If we don't, also awesome. I'm done with Gen 5. The fact we haven't gotten a single free drink from any of the machines. The fact that... What's his face? Wait, we're in Blaze range. The fact that Thundurus would not show up even when there's rain on the route. The fact that they get so many critical hits against me through this playthrough, and I get very few. Even using Leaf Blade, high critical hit move, proves this generation doesn't like me. I don't like this generation. We're going to move on whenever we get the chance. But we'll try to come out as champion, which, I've said this before, doesn't really matter in this generation. There are no ribbons whatsoever. Now, do you think that they actually happened to predict that I was switching to a poison type? Or do you think the computer decided we're going to use the move that we know is super effective on what we're bringing in because we're a computer, we can cheat. It's quite easy for us to do that. I'm betting on the latter, to be honest. But, what was I saying? Not a fan of this generation, basically. So, I'm happy to move on because, yeah, getting the championship does not earn you anything to commemorate that you've done it. I've loved in previous games how you can get... I didn't physically connect against you. That should not activate. Oh, I do not like Gen 5. Who is best to go? Let's go Sheldon, I guess. What can he hit you with? We could burn this thing, I guess. I wouldn't mind that. But, yeah, there's no... And look! You happen to switch your attack, really? I don't care what anyone says, this game... It's even worse than Gen 1, really. And Gen 1 literally chose to to use moves based off of what you've just done. Like, if you choose to use Stun Spore, for example, the computer immediately follows up with a Paralyze Heal on the exact same turn. And that's not fair. That's not fair. How dare you full restore your Pokemon? I'm going to be doing that later on. But how dare you do it? You're a computer. You should take your knockouts as they come. Anyways, the fact you don't get a ribbon for doing this is like, there's no real point to it. I kind of feel like that about Gen 5 in general. You know, I think that would be my perfect tagline if I was to give this a tagline of my own. Gen 5, there's no point. Because, like, really, there's no... I don't know. I can rant on about it enough at length, but we're not going to do that. We're going to... I'm going to let Sheldon fall. We're reviving if need be. We gotta get Sprout back in here, so we have fully healed up Sprout once again. We're gonna Leech Seed this thing, and that's going to ensure our victory. So we get some HP recovery every turn. I should probably Toxic it too. Now, do you think they're gonna happen to dodge the Leech Seed? Wow, the game decided not to cheat and do that. Okay, awesome stuff. And yeah, they're just like, do not drop my special defense. Thank you very much. Stuff. So if I just keep Giga Draining and let the Leech Seed do its thing, we're going to take this thing down. Even a full restore won't help you then. Well, I mean, it'll bring back the HP, but the Leech Seed stays on unless she switches out. I don't see her doing that. Look at this. Nothing to fear. Even a critical Psychic, we got that. We happen to get another special defense drop. How many burns did we get with Scald in this fight? 0, right? How many special defense drops did they get thus far with all of their Psychics? And Shadow Ball, too. Fair amount. You might be saying, well, Professor, you only use one Scald, and I fully admit that is true. Shouldn't be upset about that. It's just when a lot of unexpected and unlikely things tend to happen, build up together, that's when I gotta question it. Alright, let Sprout fall, I guess, because I want to get Blaze back up and running. Let's get our full restores. We still got tons of these. We haven't even been using them. Alright, Blaze, you're good. We're going to burn this thing. Oh, wait, Sprout dodging that attack. I like that. Let's go... Let's Toxic this one. Oh, wait, we can handle this. We're a Venusaur. We got good special defense. I know it fell to the Psychic, but you got this, Sprout. It's not Stab. It's totally Stab. It's an Ice type. Well, I'm glad I'm not Nuzlocke at this point. So again, I think I probably asked this before, but feel free to help me out here, folks. What do you like about Gen 5, if you like this generation? Tell me some of the highlights as you see them. I don't really see many. No, okay, no, let's talk about the things I do like about Gen 5. I like knocking out Frostlass, that's a pretty nice one. But I do like, as I said recently, the rotation battles and the triple battles. I liked the new mechanics of those. Those were really cool. There's a few Pokemon I like the designs of, I will admit. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't even pay attention to what she's doing here, but now that you're in the rematch, she is using previous Pokemon from older generations, so that's kind of cool. It's too bad that you don't get to see them until post-game, but it is still cool to see them. You got a Thunder, do ya? It ain't Stab. Slay this dragon, Fluffy. I know it's not a dragon. Slay it anyway. Ice Beam away. Oh, you landed 2 Thunders. Don't get the paralysis. Thank you. I was going to say, if they got that or a critical hit, that's way too much coincidence. I'll take that critical hit, though. See, I'm hypocritical. If I get one, I'm hypocritical. If I get a critical hit, it's totally fair. If they do, jeez. We got a ground-type Golurk. You probably have Hammer Arm, though, but we are faster than you by all means. Okay, Rocky's going to take the knockout, because I'm going to heal up Sprout and destroy this thing. How does it think it's allowed to be faster than a Clefable? Do I have Max Revives? Nope. I'll just use regular Revive. I can, of course, full restore as need be. But Sprout is going to be able to Giga Drain this thing and heal back quite a bit of HP, especially now that I know we're faster. It's got -2 speed thanks to those 2 hammer arrows. Alright, Sprout, drop this guy if you please. And heal back to a decent amount of HP. I'm sure you'll do just fine. Will we get half damage at least on this? I'm expecting so. Just a little over half, actually. But still, that's enough for a 2-hit knockout. Go ahead and try Earthquake. That's not Iron Fist boosted. It's neutral, for one thing. And that wasn't even critical, and it still hurt that bad. But at least, this one was done. Based on timing, I think I'll just do one more Elite Four for this battle, or this video. And we'll do the next ones following up in another video tomorrow. Because that Thundurus... Blame Thundurus. It took too much time at the start of the video. You can also blame me for not preparing Sheldon's moveset for him. We have... Oh, I guess it's time to start my last chapter. We're going to revive. I'm expecting Energy Ball. We're going to go for our defensive super effective versus the Shandor. And they happen to also land a Fire Blast. Isn't that something? How many... They've missed one Blizzard. How many of their... super powerful attacks that sometimes missed did they actually land? Alright, let's go with, first of all, a full restore. You know what? We got Hyper Potion. We're going to save the full restores for when we get a status as well. So, get Sheldon back to full. Let's see how much the Energy Ball does to us. Do not drop my special defense, please. Oh, Shadow Ball. Do not drop my special defense, please. That's actually very powerful. So let's Water Pulse and get outsped. Yep. Whoa! I was gonna say, if we lose to this first trainer, then I'm gonna call it quits for the Elite Four. Ain't worth it. Let's go ahead and... Actually, Hyper Potion is perfect. We're exactly 200 HP short of full. Let's go back up nicely. One more Water Pulse gets the knockout, but it comes down to, can we survive a Shadow Balls? And you know they're gonna get the special defense drop, just to confirm the... Wait a minute, that ain't stab! You messed up! You should have gone for your Shadow Balls. Only a critical hit will save you this time. Sit back and watch our victory. Show of hands in the comments. Who did not see that coming? I saw that coming 2 miles away. Alright, down to Machamp. And you know what? Depending on what Machamp has for attacks, I'm not switching out. We're going for it. That's right. That's how you win an Elite Four battle, right there. You have confidence in your Pokemon to pull through, take down the last Pokemon. And look at that, we won with 8 HP remaining on our team, even after reviving, so, we took technically more than 5 knockouts. Alright then. Wow, I'm stunned. Yeah, you can stop talking now too, by the way. Goodbye. You're a stepping stone. Out of my way. First, I must apologize to my Pokemon. Cool. Alright, we already talked to you. Stop talking. So, yeah, you know what? We're going to go a little bit longer. I was going to say we're at 2 minutes left on my timer, but I'm going to give you one more battle before ending off this particular episode. First of all, let's use a bunch of revives, which maybe I am suddenly realizing I'm probably a little bit short on. We'll see how the rest of this goes. If I do happen to get knocked out at some point, I'm going to cut the video next time. We'll come back and I'll get caught up back to where I was with a whole bunch more healing items in store. Alright, Hyper Potion for everybody. I didn't even give held items, right? Maybe that was my failure. But I'm going to be stubborn. I think we can do this. Alright, so who are we up against next? I'm going to choose a proper lead this time, too. This one takes us to... Is this the dark guy, I think? Is this Grimsley? I believe it might be Grimsley. One of the only Elite Four members I remember from this generation, simply because he shows up again in Gen 7. I don't even know who the rest of them are. I remember the name Marshall for the fighting type guy here, though, simply because it's an obvious pun they went with for martial arts. And, I mean, a lot of the names are, pretty basic. Like this guy, Grimsley. for dark. Although Grim could mean ghost, yes. So who do we lead off with against a ghost type, or sorry, fighting type trainer? You got it. We're going for our Machamp leading the way. Let's get this started. Life is a serious battle, and you have to use the tools you're given. I'm not even going to read. What am I doing? We already read these guys. Let's just fight. I just want to do this. Why do you all have electricity going on? You're not electric type. You're darkness. Just don't have a spirit tube and we'll be all set. Sharpedo, that ain't bad. It is going to be faster, so therefore, I believe we have Vital Throw. We're going to go last anyways. Let's take it down with one hit. Don't flinch me, though. That would be really bad if you flinch me. Thank you. Off my screen. You ain't taking that. Very interesting. Some of the few level 3 raid bosses in Pokemon Go that I can solo, Sharpedo is one of them, because their defense is terrible. And it's not like I've soloed things like Solrock, Lunatone, currently in the Hoenn Celebration event. I'm going to heal because they're going to fake me out. And I've soloed them, but it's a lot closer than taking on Sharpedo. It's kind of weird they gave Sharpedo a level 3 raid boss difficulty, given the fact that its defenses make it nearly, you know, what am I trying to say? Like, very difficult to defeat. Oh, wow, a random critical hit. Give me one, please. Just to even things out. I don't need it against this thing. It's dropping to one hit anyway. I would have taken a critical just to show, you know, olive branch. Sign of good faith from these guys. This could be a bit of an issue. Especially now that I'm intimidated. So let us switch into... Let's go Fluffy. We do have Ice Beam. I'm going to bring Fluffy in to take a hit, basically. I want to get Machamp back up to full HP, and we've reset the attack stat as well. So you do have the Earthquake, which is powerful. I will give you that, Crocodile. I'm also going to give Machamp Hyper Potion. So I'm giving stuff to everybody right now. Alright, Foul Play. We resist that as Fairy typing until, you know, we actually don't, because of course, ain't no Fairy type in this game. Do I heal Fluffy? I'll let her fall. I can afford one revival in this fight. I'm gonna go for Ice Beam anyway. See, can we go first? Cannot go first. Okay. Now, Earthquake and Foul Play. I think actually we're probably gonna go to Sheldon for this guy. Let's burn this one. So I've used one Scald so far. Keep record of that. I want to see how many Scalds does it take before we get our first burn, because it should be 1 out of every 3 on average that we get a burn. Earthquake we handle okay. If we can burn that, Earthquake's not going to be a threat anymore. So the next Scald has to burn. Technically speaking, that is how percentages work. It is not, but it should be, don't you think? The game should keep track of what you've done. I'll tell you this, it probably should, because whenever I'm breeding... There was a time when I was breeding up something for one of our prizes for our Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon Wi-Fi sessions. I went an entire box of dud Pokemon. Didn't have the right ability, didn't have the right stats, whatever it was. They all didn't work out. So I thought, I'm not going to waste my Roto hatch on that. It was a whole wasted box. I reset the game, started again. Every single egg that hatched the second time was exactly the same as that egg that hatched in the sequence the first time. So, the game, at least in Gen 7, does keep a record of stuff like that somehow. I think people have said that games do not fully randomize exactly. There's a pseudo-randomization that they do, and the Pokemon games might do something like that, where, say the first egg hatched with, like, say, max attack stat and hidden ability. If I reset the game, hatch that egg again, and, okay, this is not even me building up the eggs and then saving. This is me saving, putting someone in the daycare. It's the nursery now, isn't it? Putting someone in the nursery, getting an egg, getting it, yeah, getting an egg and getting it, right? Hatching it, and then seeing the stats. So that, I then reset, for example. Starting it all over again, putting Pokemon in at that point to the nursery, getting an egg, hatching it, exact same stats. So it wasn't that the egg was saved beforehand, it was that the game pseudo-randomized to the exact same stats, basically. Which is kind of interesting that they do that. So that's when I realized, you know what, if I get a whole box of Pokemon that are not good for the prizes for you folks out there, I just gotta take the hit, waste my time, basically. Waste the item. Not that I don't have a lot of Roto hatches to work with, but I don't know, it's just kind of interesting. So has Machamp been healed? I do believe so. Yes, okay, because we have Earthquake on Machamp, so I'm going to want to make use of that. And Grimsley, you still have... how many Pokemon left? You still got 2 Pokemon left, okay. Let's Leech Seed this. Oh, you get Fire Fang, that's no problem. It's not Stab. I'm going to do something right here. Okay, Google. Pokemon Fire Fang. Check this out, folks. Fire Fang. It has a 10% chance to cause a burn. The percentage of Scald causing a burn is 30%. You're telling me that they happened to get a Fire Fang burn before I got a Scald burn. I don't buy it. I don't buy it for a second. Alright, if that doesn't prove the game alters percentages in its favor, nothing I say will prove otherwise. So let's just go ahead. We're going to switch. You know what? We got Rocky. We're going into Rocky. He's getting the dig knockout on this thing. And then we're going to save Machamp for the last Pokemon. Go ahead, you get a burn again. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, is there still any question as to why I dislike Gen 5? Look what it's doing. Look what it's doing! A critical hit now, of all things. They couldn't get the burn on Fire Fang, so they just decide, we're going to just cheat the game, we're going to go for the critical hit. Give me a critical right now. I am entitled. I'm using the entitlement card. I'm entitled to a critical hit. The game decides, nope, you're not getting it. Thank you, game. I love when things play fair. If you can't tell, I cannot wait to be done with Gen 5. Alright, Drapion. Take this dig attack. Don't full restore. Thank you. Awesome stuff. Get off my battlefield. One Pokemon remaining is going to be... what's going to be? Now, I feel bad because I like Drapion. It's a really cool Pokemon. I might say it's one of my favorites. I like purple, and just the look of it's kind of cool. But for the game to pull stuff like that, come on, man. So, Dark Steel. I'm going to send Blazing to fight this thing. Machamp does have to come in. We're going to let Blaze take the hit. And he can come in and easily Vital Throw this thing. Oh, wow. You're going to Guillotine me. You are 4 levels above. It could connect. This could also connect. Listen. Hear that flamethrower punching you in the face? That's right. Get out of here. Take your Shredder, Turtles, Ninja-looking face out of here and give me the win. If somebody wins, I'll stop talking. Thank you, Grimsley. I appreciate that. Alright, and now let's retreat back to the main screen. What? He's not saying anything. What are you talking about? I'm going to head back to the main lobby of the Pokemon League, and I'm going to save it here. And we're going to call it a day for today. So, thank you, folks, for enduring my ranting about this game. But, you know, I'm going to try something next time. Come back tomorrow for another episode of Pokemon White. You'll see a little bit of a change. Let's go with that. But thank you for watching today's episode. If you want to see all of the RNG adventures we've had along the way to this point, feel free to check out the link in the description for the entire playlist. And I guess that's it. Well, if you want to subscribe for some more regular Pokemon content, some more upbeat Pokemon content, yay, feel free to do so. You can also join as a member as well, help support myself and the channel, and get yourself some members exclusive perks which are highlighted on my main page in a little intro video, which actually is a little bit longer than I was expecting back when I made it. I'll probably make a shorter one at some point. But anyway, links are in the description for some of my other social media as well. But with that, I'm going to roll for now. Thank you folks once again for watching. Professor Chaz is now signing off, and I'll catch you next time.